So I was sent a few things by Ulanzi. This company has brought out a whole bunch of awesome accessories for the DJI Osmo Pocket and for the DJI Osmo Action now. I received some ND filters, some polarizing filters, this case right here, and also a rubber case that I'll be diving into this video. Welcome back, guys. My name is Jason Morris, and today we are going to talk about this thing right here. This is an awesome case by Ulanzi. It is a nice metal build, and there are a whole bunch of different factors why a lot of people will need this, especially vloggers. Now, it comes down to these things right here. These are two nice cold shoe mounts on the DJI Osmo Action, which allows you to attach possibly an external light and also your audio as well. At the time of this video, they are still yet to release the audio adapter for the DJI Osmo Action. Now, the good thing about this case is the easy access port on the side. So you are able to access your SD card without taking off this thing right here. That was the downside about the original DJI Osmo Action case by DJI that it came with, is that you wouldn't be able to access this. You'd have to take it out of the case, access your SD card, and then obviously if you want to put the SD card back in and put it back into the case, whereas this allows you to just quickly open the door and away you go, take the SD card out. You can also quickly charge it as well, which is fantastic. And then obviously when your external audio thing comes, you can take that door off and you'll be able to plug the external audio adapter into it. Now, you still obviously are able to access all three buttons, your record button, your quick shot button, and also the on and off button. Now, you can see it still have the gap for your speaker and also the audio as well. Now, the cool feature on the bottom of this thing is that when you take the finger mount off, you are able to use the Allen keys and take off the finger mount, and you've got a 1/4 inch tripod mount at the bottom. So you can just attach this to the tripod by itself rather than getting this thing right here. You won't actually need this. You can just take this off and attach this directly to the tripod, which is a really cool feature. So the cool thing about the door on this is that it slides up. It does have like a bit of a ball bearing point here that it presses down on and slides and clips in. It has a really nice clip in there. Oops, I just turned it on. My bad. There we go, turned it off. So it does have a really nice clip that you can clip it into, which keeps it nice and secure, doesn't tend to rattle around, which is fantastic, and it clips really nice. And one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't scratch on the surface of the DJI Osmo Action. Now, some of the mounts, they tend to scratch because it is a really snug fit, but they've designed this really well, which is fantastic for the price, obviously. Now, you still can access the filters on the front with the case on as well. So all you need to do is screw them off, and you can screw the other ones back on. It is that simple, and it is fantastic for that. It just makes things a lot more easily accessible. Now, another thing that I was sent was the circular polarizing filter. Now, obviously it isn't an ND filter with this one. It is just your basic circular polarizing filter. So you can chuck it on, and the good thing about the polarizing filter is that you get a little bit more saturation through your skies, for instance, or you can actually get more saturation through the green grass. It really just depends on what field you're going for. Now, Ulanzi have gone through a bit of a unique color system here. It is a gold color. It's very similar to Polar Pro. Polar Pro tend to do their sort of dark rose gold sort of color, but it is really good quality when it comes to these filters and obviously the price point that they are at. Now, I was sent an ND8 by Ulanzi as well. So it is just your basic ND8. So I guess you could use it in nice cloudy situations. If it is a very, very sunny day, ND8 is definitely not recommended. It's probably not going to be enough for that twice the shutter speed. But the good thing about the NDs is that you need it to obviously reduce the amount of light coming into the sensor so you can keep that frame rate down. Now, one of the other cool things that I was sent was this rubber case. Now, the rubber case for it is really good if you are just a quick run and gun videographer. You just want to capture something on the go. It does have a little lanyard that you can chuck around your wrist as well. And it also has this little cap that you can put on the front of your lens, so your lens doesn't get scratched if you're just going to throw it in your backpack or something. It is really good for just that run and gun. I do recommend you get the circular polarizing filter for if you are a bit of a run and gun, because you can just chuck it on and leave it on. Doesn't matter what your frame rate is, you can just chuck it into full auto and then you're just a run and gun videographer. It is really good sort of set up for that as well. Now, we'll have links in the description below with obviously where you can purchase these products. They're absolutely fantastic, and I think they're a pretty decent quality, especially for the pricing. Now, you just got to watch out that these aren't waterproof. Obviously, if you're gonna soak it in water, it's probably not recommended. But if it is splashing, if you are splashing a little bit of water on it, it should still be fine. You don't really want to test it too much, but it still is a little bit splash proof. So you will be fine there if you do have a little bit of water getting on top of it. So if you do purchase them as a single item, they do come in this nice case right here. It's just a nice aluminium case, or you can buy the filter set, which I do recommend because then you have more options. But if you know you're just going to use the regular polarizing filter, then just grab that by itself. But yeah, definitely recommend getting the set instead. So that is it from me, guys. Please hit that like button if you could. That would be absolutely amazing. Helps out my channel. Comment below if you have any questions on these filters, or obviously the case right here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't, guys. Hit that bell notification so there will be more reviews and stuff on the DJI Osmo Pocket, the action and regular photography and filmmaking stuff in the future. We'll be heading into Tasmania soon, so be sure to check out my travel film. It's a little bit of a comedy thing, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Other than that, guys, my name's Jason Morris, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, let's get it.
I think she's ready.